welcome to the Free Cheese Game of the Year 2016, Day 3. I am your Joe Dix, joined by Marc Augustiniak, Matt Sellner,
hello,
Dashe Ramsey.
Am I dreaming?
Not yet.
Okay.
But one day.
All right.
The Free Cheese, the weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com, but not this week. This week, well, I guess it is about video games.
Oh, it is, yeah.
This is Day 3. Today's Wednesday. You've already listened to Days 1 and 2. Here we are.
Daylight yet.
No, I don't know what that is. We've locked ourselves in this little room for a whole week to talk.
Fucking days so far. Okay.
To talk about the best video games of 2016. We've already been through 8 categories. We're going to move forward with 4 more today.
Yeah, Pokemon Go wins everything.
Everything.
All right, Day 5.
Done.
All right.
Today's categories are I'll Buy It Again, Best Friend, Favorite Free Cheese Moment, and 2016's 2015 Game of the Year. As was the case with the first 2 days, it'll continue this day. Everything has the potential to be spoiled. There can and will be spoilers for all games in the year 2016 and anything that came out not in this year, including future years of things that may or may not be out yet that we know.
Death Stranding.
Words.
Yeah,
Yep.
2026.
that's all of them.
Jurassic Park had dinosaurs.
What?
Yeah.
That's true. That's real.
Spoiled.
That's real facts.
Spoiled.
What do you guys say we started off? First category of the day. I'll Buy It Again, which is, of course, the best remaster.
Yeah.
Or remake of 2016. I'll run through the nominees. The BioShock Collection, Resident Evil 4, A Boy and His Blob, Gravity Rush, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, Sega 3D Classics Collection, and the Nintendo Classic, or the NES Classic Edition. Indeed. What?
I'm just... Alright.
This is the quiet category.
I mean, yeah.
This is the IDGAF category.
Well, I mean, it wasn't
of the
until
week.
now that you just explained it. This is just for best remaster. This isn't like we will
Best
actually buy it
remaster
again.
reissue.
It's just the game that was released this year that was a remaster that we played.
Yeah, like which one's the dopest?
I took your title a little too literal.
Well, yeah, I mean.
But but also like the best reissue, like that kind of idea. Like
Yeah.
like the NES Classic is, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Well, if you put it that way, I would say NES Classic almost has this category down.
Yeah, you're
if it
right.
wasn't for those fucking controllers. Because
Yeah.
if it's a reissue of the experience of being a kid and playing those classics again, I don't remember being 1 foot away from it.
it's like it's not even like a reissue of the original console. It's just an emulator.
Yeah,
It has an NES case to it, but it's not a top loader or front loader or whatever. It's just a Nintendo's Raspberry Pi.
And yeah, exactly. And it doesn't really have room for expansion. So it's it's a little weird, but I want it.
Yeah. It's like something that I don't want 5 of in my house.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep making them.
I bet this is a 1.
Yeah, it seems like it, depending, judging by the titles.
No. Super NES Classic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Next year.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a good
I'd
one.
hope, but
Oh, you're thinking like different Nintendo classics with different games, or?
I'll just stick to Virtual Console.
yeah. I think this was good for. I think this is a good like strategy for them, but I don't know if it's a good business.
This is
model
just
moving
money for the
forward.
sake of nostalgia. Like this is like it's so obvious.
I will buy it.
Well,
yeah, I mean we all want it, but
They
at the
probably
same time,
earned
we're
back the R&D budget for the
Oh,
Switch.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Well,
like, that's all I see. As like here's money for.
I think I saw a number that said like it sold as many in 1 month as like a Wii U did in a year or
Yeah,
something
it was-
stupid
it
like
was-
that.
Yeah, I would believe that if they didn't release only 5 or 10 in one store.
Yeah, there's been a slow trickle of pickles.
Nope. Yeah, no, I saw that metric too. It was something similar to that. But
I don't remember the
I mean, we know it's doing well.
Yeah,
I just hate the way it's being done.
I do too.
yeah, because we don't have one. I don't keep it, leave it. What do you? Let's move to some of the other ones. I think A Boy and His Blob deserves to be on this list. That game is a remake of a remake, which is
It's a port.
Yeah.
Is it a port or is it the? Are they?
It's a port of a remake.
it's a port of a remake.
Is there new content at all? Or is it upscaled in any way? That
Yeah, it definitely looks better than the Wii game did because
Okay.
this one runs in 1080,
Right.
and the Wii game, was on a CRT.
Yeah, but like not much beyond that.
No, but I think it takes. I mean, yeah, I know it's a 2010 game on Wii, brought into 2016, but have you played A Boy and His Blob on NES recently?
Listen, that game. What the fuck is that game?
It's-
That's the only reason I'm so confused. They actually bothered to remake it at all.
so you should play the remake if you.
Knowing what it is now through the remake, I want to play the remake.
I asked for a refund.
Don't touch the NES one.
I won't.
That one's a bad thing. That's like Home Alone 2 bad.
Ugh.
I bought it on Steam and then got a refund immediately after.
You should have given it more time. It
I
could have
just-
been a Marc game.
I don't know.
It should have
It's
been.
slow as fuck.
It is slow. You've got to
Like
take
it made
your
me
time
feel
with
dumber playing it.
Yeah.
There's that.
It's like just fuck
I
jelly
liked it.
beans.
I like the
Wait,
world
wait,
they
wait,
made.
wait.
They
There's a
built.
voice telling you.
the boy. Like he's
Oh,
I don't think
His
he's.
voice?
Does he talk?
in the trailer he did or something.
I,
He's like, let's go.
Okay.
Or whatever.
I don't remember him
know.
talking like that
I
in
was gonna
the.
say, Joe, you played it. You
It's a
don't remember
charming
talking?
game, but just I really feel like it's a kid's game.
I
I
don't,
like
At least,
game.
at least at first, I know what you told me. Like it does
Yeah.
pick up,
Yeah.
so I think it does get harder. Just I didn't have the patience at the time for it. Maybe at a later date I'll play it again.
Fair.
So I won't completely write it off.
Bioshock.
Never cared.
Oh shit.
No, I love those games, but I'll never
Yeah.
buy it again. I don't
Yeah,
give a
like-
shit.
I don't think I'll buy it again.
I never owned
I didn't buy it again, but I would.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I
It
played.
just- it
maybe
came-
the first one.
Yeah.
I think the first one got got some uprising. I think it just came out at a bad time. There was just other shit coming out at the time.
I don't think there's a good time to re-release those games. I think they were perfect.
Infinite just threw me off.
I loved Infinite. Like
Yeah.
I
even
don't know.
and I know like just 3 months after Infinite, The Last of Us came out and kind of shit down that
Just
game's
something
throat.
like Skyward Sword about it. Just
No, but like Infinite was really just. It
mean,
was
There's always
so-
a man. There's always a lighthouse.
Right, and that-
we
that
talk about
kind
favorite
of-
in-game moments.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really fucking intense.
It was it was so good, and like the whole dynamic of like Elizabeth is your lover, but she's also. Never mind, I'm not gonna go there.
I know. I mean, there's like that incestual overtone.
But it didn't have to be
But
because
it's dimensional incest.
right.
It's like,
was
just
which
varied on the
daughter do I
timeline,
want
that's
to
all.
touch? It's
no, but that's exactly because that's all life is. It's just a simulation through your eyes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like it was a huge, whatever. And then I
compared
know
to the first one. First one was creepier. I like that about it. So
The first one,
Yeah.
yeah, hands down, first one, amazing. But the atmosphere, everything about Infinite was like gorgeous. And if we're talking about re-releasing it so that I can play it now, though, I mean,
Did it really
I feel
need
like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I need it yet.
it's a pretty recent game.
Yeah, I
you know?
feel like I don't need it yet.
I think it was more for Bioshock 1, and if you're going to do Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2,
Yeah.
throw in Infinite. Just
No,
do us all a favor.
Sure.
It's kind of like that when you get one of those like 4-pack like one DVD at Walmart, but you only want it for like the one movie. But it's like,
yeah.
might as well get the whole collection just
yeah,
because.
you
Right.
just want it for Batman Returns.
You'll never
but you
watch
gotta
the other
get-
ones.
But you
You
gotta
got
get
Batman,
fucking
Batman
versus
Forever,
Robin.
and Batman and Robin.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know,
Batman and Robin.
Kiss from a Rose.
that's the
I'll buy
best.
that again.
Yeah, bro, I'll buy that.
I'll buy a movie ticket again.
I'll buy a seal.
Um,
Buy it for $1.
all right, so get rid of Bioshock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I forgot.
Resident Evil 4.
I want to buy this again.
I think it's the same port from the PS3. It's just playable in PS4.
Bought it twice already. I bought it the first time it was on GameCube, was it?
Yeah.
And then I bought it on Wii because I thought playing with motion
Yeah.
controls would be fucking amazing. That was wrong.
Yeah,
Like, and then I'm done.
yeah, I'm gonna take that off the list. No more Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, like it wasn't much of a remaster.
Yes, I
If you
think,
think about it.
I think it was the same port from the PS3 one.
Yeah, it just had that Boy and His Blob type.
And I bought that one.
Very minimum remastered.
Gravity Rush.
I bought the remastered on
PS4.
And that's the only time I've played it. I no, I shouldn't say that. I bought it for Vita.
Yeah.
Because I bought Vita from a coworker, excited as fuck because I only wanted to play that game. Because I remember seeing like the art style, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm getting this game!" And then playing it on Vita, just not satisfied. That's
I heard that was not good.
The whole
Moving
motion
shit
control
around.
is just not fucking.
I never
satisfied.
minded it. I liked it.
I never had to experience that because I've only played the remaster.
I played it for like 10. I bought it and played it for literally 10 minutes, and then
Same.
when it came out on PS4, it's like I want to play the second one because it looks great. I'm gonna try it, and was blown away. I don't know what happened, but playing it on PS4, fucking love that game. It's gorgeous. Having it on a big screen really helped. So I did buy it again. So there you go.
Yeah, I think that's got to stay on the list.
Yeah.
Marc, Twilight Princess.
Just like Resident Evil, it's just like minimum effort with this one. It was just like, oh, we'll update the textures a bit, but like they didn't really do anything else. Like compared to Wind Waker HD, they changed a lot about that game. Visually, they changed it. They cut a lot of fat off, added some features. They put some time into that one. This was just like they just kind of rushed it out. I love the game, but as far as remasters go, it's not much of a remaster.
Okay. I'm gonna, before I remove it, what was the Sega 3D Classics collection?
I don't remember that.
Is that the one on 3DS that was the compilation of...
Oh, if the word 3D is in there, it has to be.
Who added it?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me either.
Wait, where
Who
did
the
I come
fuck added it?
Shit.
Oh, we got ghosts. We got voting ghosts.
Fucking don't know, bro.
Well, can we cut it?
No, because I'm pretty sure this is all the M2 remasters brought together on a cartridge, which, if that's the case, I'm voting on this.
I don't fucking remember at all what that is, so...
It should be like it's all of the great Genesis games remastered with 3D effects. And they've been like trickled out over the last few years, but then they just did a, full cartridge release.
Huh. I didn't know that. Maybe I did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
Yeah, so that's one of those things where I would like see like a game in that pile that would make me go, "Oh, that fucking game," and I'd need to like look at it.
Like they did like Gunstar Heroes and
All right.
Altered Beast, Fantasy Zone 2, a bunch of Fantasy Zones, Galaxy Force, Maze Hunter 3D, Sonic the Hedgehog, Thunderblade, Puyo Puyo 2, Power Drift. Out of all of those, the only one I'd care about is Altered Beast.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
This box art, by the way, is by the artist who does the Pokemon art.
Yeah.
That's why I remember this.
I mean, playing Sonic the Hedgehog again would be nostalgic, but like...
It looks really good, and it
Did
sounds
they add
really
anything
good.
else to it?
Well, what's dope about all of the M2 port work is that they basically do the closest thing to a Criterion collection for ports, where they let you play the game as if it's on any... Like, you can choose on the fly which region you're playing in.
Okay.
You can... Like, the 3D actually adds, like, this cool dioramic effect. Like,
Oh, man, it's Circle Pad Pro compatible.
It is Circle Pad Pro compatible.
Puyo Puyo, actually, I would probably play that.
Is that it, though? It's just these games? There's not, like, something like Mega Man's, like, Legacy Collection where, you have, like, concept art or...
Oh, wait, that came out this year.
It did, didn't it?
PS4.
I bought that.
Did it come out this year?
Was it? Or
I
was
don't
it
know
last
if
year?
it came out this year, but...
Or maybe it was
I
separate.
think-
Maybe it was on one thing last year. And then
I know
other things this
PS4
year.
happened this year, I think. I'm pretty sure it did. I just don't know what came out before it.
I mean, I bought it on PS4 because nothing else was really good on sale back in, like, Black Friday sale, whatever.
Nah, it came out last year. Ah, fuck. That would have been immediately on the thing. The Sega 3D collection...
I'm going to go with Gravity Rush.
I say Gravity Rush wins, but I think Sega 3D should be on here. I'm going to argue for a Boy and His Blob.
You can have it, okay?
I vote for none of these.
I'm going to go with Gravity Rush, and then that's...
So Gravity Rush wins. What's runners up?
I don't care. No.
The Nintendo Classic, because there
yeah, I
are
guess we
some
should-
very good
Yeah, like we all obviously want it. Like,
I mean, I think the only like remastered thing about it is that it outputs to HDMI.
Yeah.
But as for the, I think for the games themselves, I guess I don't know how like the UI is with all of it.
I've heard it's a little junky looking actually, but it's not.
I heard the Famicom Minis has a better UI, but shittier controllers.
Yeah.
Should we do
Which is hard to believe.
NES
really
Classic
tiny.
or Boy and His Blob?
I'd say classic, but I haven't.
Yeah.
You guys hated Boy and His Blob. We'll just go classic.
I hated so I loved the original. I didn't understand what to do, and then when I tried to play it again as an adult, I said, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
And then, seeing it remastered.
I just put Boy and His Blob under the same tree as Twilight Princess.
All right.
All right.
It's just not much.
Which I did see. I saw a screenshot. Somebody put the Twilight Princess remaster next to the current emulation for
Like on Dolphin.
Yeah,
everything
and
looks better on Dolphin.
and it looks way better. I was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. It seemed like better frame rate.
Yeah.
That's
All
why
right.
it's like, ugh, come on.
Yep.
I think that'll do it.
All right.
All right.
I'll buy it again. Gravity Rush remastered, followed by the Sega 3D Classics Collection and the NES Classic Edition. Not bad.
Yeah.
Category 1 down. Let's move on to Best Friend.
Oh, here we go.
The nominees are John Donovan.
That's not how it was pronounced in the
Are you
game.
sure? Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
John as American as they come.
John Donovan, Mafia 3. Trico, The Last Guardian. Prompto, Ignis, and How do you say his name?
Gladio.
Gladiolus is his full name.
Gladiolus.
The boy band.
Yeah.
Boy band.
The boy.
We got Jonas, Ren, and Nona, Oxenfree. And then Sully and Sam, Uncharted 4. I'm going to nix Sully.
Okay.
I think just Sam, if we're going to vote Uncharted 4.
All right.
Because
So
I think
you're picking one friend over another.
I don't
Well,
think
I see
they're-
what he's saying in this case. 'Cause
I think
the
in
more the
this one,
game
I don't think
plays-
that they need to be in the. I think they'd be standalone, and I think if they're standalone, we knock Sully off.
All right. Well. Okay.
I think
Now-
I'll put that in there. I was thinking like that mansion heist thing they did at the auction. In that scene, that the first time Sully showed up, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
It's not that big of a
but I
deal.
think overall, as part of the
Sam
thing, I
is
think
the-
Sam was like a great
I agree.
companion character, and I think they learned a lot in terms of AI development with Ellie, and then they applied that to your breath.
You breh.
Yeah, but I think that Prompto, Ignis, and Gladio,
I agree.
This is.
as a collective,
See, I.
I know Trico.
No. Like I have the issue with the trios here. think
I don't
they-
know about Oxenfree, but I think that this, like, you don't have Final Fantasy 15 unless you have, because I don't, like, Best Friend, I don't think we need to isolate it as, like,
One
your best
person.
companion character, but I think, like, the
Yeah.
best, like, bond, and, like, you don't get better than that.
Honestly, I agree.
I think it's hard to equally be connected to all of them, though. Like, there's always going to be that one that
Yeah,
is
you're
higher
right.
than the others because okay,
No,
just-
you're right.
You know, I
'Cause
don't feel that way though.
I don't like Ignis's voice.
I like Ignis's voice. I don't like Gladio's. I don't like his voice, but
Yeah.
I respect what he brings to like the friendship.
No, like they all have like
Yeah.
their things.
Yeah.
But if you look back, like I don't know if you watched Brotherhood.
Yeah,
The way I mean, I know like yeah, they're all friends, duh. But like, if it wasn't for them being hired by the king in the first place, two of them would have never met him. Prompto wanted to be his friend right from the very start when he was just a little fat boy.
yeah.
But
And,
you
like,
can't talk about what ifs and then discount things because of what ifs.
I'm just saying. I think Prompto has the strongest bond out of the three of them because he's more heart than the rest of them.
Sure. I just feel like there are certain things. Ignis's like motherliness.
Yeah, like Ignis
toward
is
them all.
yeah, Ignis
like,
is the
just
mom.
really
of the-
fucking.
of the-
Is really endearing. Like I don't know, and like
Gladiolus
Gladiolus, his ability to be the older brother
Yeah.
who's just like doing shit. Like all right, we're fucking.
Yeah.
This is how we survive, guys. Like yeah, I don't know.
And Prompto just being Michelangelo and always taking pictures and being a goofball.
Yep. I don't know. Okay, I see what your point is. Let's go over the other ones and then we'll try to break it down and see.
I guess I kind of wanted to be like I want a 3-on-3.
I'll start with John Donovan since
Yeah.
I'm the only one to play Mafia 3. He's probably going to get cut from the list here, quite honestly. But No, going through that game, the grind that it was to get through it, the story elements were the best parts of that game.
Right.
And John, he was in this revenge story. A rival mobster took down like your closest friends and family.
Right.
But you just came back from the Vietnam War. Mm-hmm. This guy you were with in the war, he's a CIA agent. He actually kind of like temporarily leaves the CIA to help you out in plotting the revenge. And he's charismatic. He's like this typical asshole CIA guy, but he's hysterical. And every time he comes on the screen, I laugh.
Okay. I see what you're saying now.
So he's like your Roman of Mafia 3.
I'm not going bowling with the guy.
Well,
I'm not
yet.
being nagged either. But no, it's every time he came on the screen, I was always laughing, and he built a very good relationship with.
They didn't fuck you.
Okay.
Every time he came on the screen. Okay. Fuck up.
Right? Yeah.
This is a jigging.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Lincoln, him and Lincoln Clay just developed this good relationship, and I just enjoyed seeing him. Every cutscene he was in.
Okay.
So what you're saying is we can cut it from the list.
But he's no Sam in Uncharted or the boy band or Trico.
Tell me about the Oxenfree trio you got listed here.
So if we're gonna go down the road about like trying to cut out the trio, whatever,
Before that, sorry, I think what I wanted to clarify was like, is it fair to have 3 people as like against like one? Like if it comes to like a 3-on-1 thing, it's like, well, obviously like that has a higher chance of winning because it's 3 people. Like
That's not true.
I don't think
one guy could
true.
fuck up
Yeah.
3.
Because again, Mark, I call you Mark. Matt just kind of almost again sold me on the way it immersed him into the story, and I think that's why having the 3 of them there is important, because that immerses you into Final Fantasy story. If it was the 1 or the 2, sure, one of them could be the better friend, but does it immerse you into that story and make your character like feel better to you? And I feel like having all 3 of them there makes that important.
Yeah,
I think this. I just wanted to make sure if like
I think this title is too ambiguous. I think the idea of just like
we needed a parenthesis S.
best non-playable character collection. Like this is just your like those who are your companions in games.
Best supporting actors.
Yeah. Like who's the buddy that you choose to be your buddy Pokemon in Pokemon Go?
Squirtle.
That's what this category is, right?
Gengar.
I think I could like Photoshop sunglasses on my
Agumon.
Squirtle. That'd be awesome.
My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh.
But yeah, having Jonas run a Nona on this list. Nona is probably the one you could maybe cut out, but just the way the game plays, you can be with with these characters in different sections of the game.
Got it. That's why. Okay.
So like my run through, like I could probably discount Ren and Nona from my decision making here, but
is Nona a rocker with a nose ring?
no.
Okay.
Scott Pilgrim.
Bowling for Soup.
Oh.
But yeah, so like my run was majority with Jonas, just from the decisions I made.
Sure.
Who's your Alex's stepbrother in the game. But no, I'm gonna kind of vouch for Oxenfree here, just because these characters, not only do they help drive the story forward and make you care about what's going on with them and this island and everything like that, but in those points where you go from A to B, the dialogue is just constantly going. And it's that dialogue I was talking about earlier, where it's just very quick, it's very conversational, and you're doing the decisions as you're walking along, kind of picking what to say, how to build a relationship. And based on what you say, like you're either going to drive that person away as the game goes along, you're going to kind of invite them in. Like the cool thing about the Jonas thing, there is a way in the game to make your brother who died, Michael, come back to life through the time lapse shit. Damn. And Jonas goes back like he never exists.
Damn.
So the way you build your relationships in that game, like, and the conversations you have just from traveling from point A to point B, really impact how the game and story unfolds for you. So yeah, like of the 3 here, of course Jonas would be like my best friend, because like
that was your story.
Yeah, he was. I kind of felt bad for him. Like he was just like the outsider because he was just brand new and becoming into this family, and he didn't really know the other friends that well. So I was kind of like guarding him, protecting him when they tried to make fun of him for being weird. I was just like, no, like give him a chance, guys.
It became a part of your story.
Yeah,
for that game.
and I really connected with Jonas in a way that I didn't think I was going to go into a game like this. And I'm sure I know had like I could probably see how the Ren story kind of goes along. So like that's another reason why like I said, I have all three of them here. But yeah, for me personally, me and Jonas's relationship was built in a way I never thought I would have that kind of impact on me.
All right.
Kind of has like a Mass Effect thing to it.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
does.
definitely,
And the cool thing about it is it's only 3 hours long. Like you don't have to play through the 30-hour thing again to go through your choices.
Yeah, man.
Oh, God.
You all right?
Yeah.
Bro, rewind time real quick. Go.
Time lapse, seriously.
Yeah,
That was a weird one.
I mean, he would just live through it again.
that's true.
Speaking of weird ones, bird dog things are very weird.
Drink some of this shit that we have.
Yeah.
on the table.
Could you tell me why Trico is your best friend?
I feel like I can't answer until I know you're better.
No, just let him die in the corner.
Let it die.
Yeah. Let it die.
Yeah.
Tell me about Trico.
Well, I feel like for anybody who is just aware of the game, you can kind of see where it's going with what kind of friendship you would have.
Yeah.
Category over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it's like you start off, you're kind of afraid of each other. You're both thrown into this bottom of this dungeon and you don't know why, but like you start off, he's afraid of you, you're afraid of it, but yet you still want to help. You pull out spears that are in its body, you feed it until it's back on its feet. You help it like break this armor that it has on him and like the chain that was on him, so you free him. So like things are just it's a bit of a rocky start. Did we warn about the spoilers?
Yeah.
So you guys
Well, I
don't-
already spoiled the hell out of Axel for you already, so.
so you guys don't care.
Oh wait. Sorry.
I mean, if you don't want me to say it, I won't say it.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
So it turns out that Trico isn't the only of its kind.
Right.
There are multiple of Trico here. The armor actually possesses them. They're under this bidding where they capture people or kids from villages and try to turn them into sources of energy. Trico captured the boy in the middle of the night out of a house from his village. And as you're drinking a energy drink. So yeah, Trico swallows the boy, flies back to the place, and as that happened, I'm kind of forgetting what happened exactly, but like something caused for him to like fall all the way down to the bottom. Like they just didn't care about him anymore. Something got fucked up, and after he fell, he spit out the boy. The boy was like encapsulated in like this bubble, so it wouldn't like get like digested or whatever. And then he woke up with all these markings on his skin. So like whatever you've been feeding Trico, that's
Okay.
other people.
Gotcha.
And you don't know that till like the very end.
That's fucked up.
So, but yeah, not knowing this, you wake up, you help this creature out.
Right.
You have a bonding friendship. Even after they show you that, because there's these moments where like Trico will jump down and activate this artifact because of the vibrations, makes him go berserk, and he eats you. I'm like, what? He fucking ate me? I thought I thought like the game was over and had to redo what I did. 'Cause I thought I messed up. Like, no, it was supposed to happen.
Okay.
Because every time that happens, it shows you a bit more of the story, and it only happens like 2 or 3 times, no, twice. And I was like, oh, this person captured me, brought me here. This is why I'm here to begin with. Why am I friends with this thing? And then it turns out like, oh, it wasn't in his control.
Yeah.
It was like this weird sphere of like dark matter at the top of this tower emitting a signal. It was very, very weird boss fight at the end. It was, But
I I like Trico. Not playing the game, but like the more you talk about it, the more I just keep thinking about Earl, and like
it basically has that because at first you can't tell it what to do.
and that was the same thing. Like I had to train him. I brought him home into my life, and then like he's still a scared little boy, but
like,
he's my scared little boy.
And the game like
and he learns from me, and I learn from him.
Yeah, like the game instinctively makes you go out of your way.
Yeah.
To take care of him. You feed him when he's hurt, so you can get back on his
feet. And the game is nothing but life, you know?
And I'm like, there's places where like there's a little obstacle that you can go in to let him go through. So you open a door for him. There's places where he can take you to that you can't climb.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
you help each other, and then the whole like fighting that fear thing that I mentioned before.
Yeah.
That was another bonding moment with them. And then at the end, he's getting attacked by all these other Trico biting. Like Trico's not a good fighter. Like he looks like he's just like a pup almost, but they're all like the same size. But he's like the least vicious of them all.
Okay.
So he gets like the shit kicked out of him like a lot in this game. Like he falls a lot. He gets overpowered, and you just feel bad. You want to help him. Like you want to kill all those other ones, but you can't. So you have to like find the source itself. And so throughout the whole thing, like you're attached by this point, like you would with any pet you have.
Yeah.
Like it's there. It's really there. But by the end, you do escape. His wings sprout. He barely makes it to the village to spit the boy back out. The boy died practically. Mm-hmm. Like he was pale, and he's not dead to begin with because it's the older version of him narrating the story.
Yeah. Right.
So brings it to the village. The villagers don't know what the fuck is happening. They want to kill this creature, and the dad took the boy from him after he spit him out, and he's holding him. But like, I thought it was still a cutscene when this was happening, so everybody's just like trying to poke him with spears, and he's like trying to fight them all off because he's like, look, I'm helping you, like
right.
whatever. But I was like, oh, I'm supposed to hit the call Trico button to tell him to leave, because that was the only strength you had left, was just to go Trico. Like you could barely talk.
Damn.
and you had to force him to leave, and he's like, well, I don't know if he's dead. He probably is on, like, I don't know how long he lived for, but he's probably dead by now.
Oh, fuck.
By the time it comes to the end. And then, like, he's older and there's all these kids playing, and they find that relic shield that he was using in the beginning because you had to use that towards the end of the game. Then the credits happen. And then I was like, there better be something after these credits. And there is. I was like, all right.
Was it a picture of a waiter giving you the finger?
No, actually, that boy who's now a man grabs the shield, holds it up in the sky to emit some symbol, and that symbol is traveling all the way back to the dungeon where you first started, because that's where Trico went to. And you just see in the dark, like after that chain, like they showed in the E3 trailer, that chain with the spotlight right there, it shows that the chain moves a little bit, and you see 2 green eyes glow, but then you see like 3 other ones pop up.
Trico pops.
And then it just...
Last Guardian 2.
All right.
10 years from now.
It probably there probably won't be a sequel, but like...
No, but that's a good, like, little...
Yeah.
It was just like, you both married away for each other, you practically died for each other, and then you can't even, like, spend the rest of your life together as, like, best friends. Like, all that had to, like...
But that happens too, man. Like, sometimes you just kind of...
But after all those years...
Yeah.
He still remembered that moment. He still remembered everything he went through, and he still wanted to try and call out to him, like, all that time, and they still have that connection.
Yeah.
You win.
I don't know, though.
No?
I'm still arguing for the boys.
Tell me about the boys.
Just think about this for a second. When I play Final Fantasy, I literally tell other people, all right, I'm going to play with the boys, like, because that's what you're getting ready to go into.
I actually dubbed them, like, the bestie boys.
Yeah, like, you're fucking, like, that game, I choose not to fast travel. I choose to...
Fast travel takes longer.
Because of the
loading
screens. Yeah. But no, I mean, I choose to enjoy all that content that's solely to have them interact with each other. And there's been moments where I've lost them, like in dungeons where I've, like, I don't know, slipped in some ice cave or something like that, and all of a sudden they didn't follow me, and I've been, like, by myself for a good, like, 5 minutes fighting things, and I'm just like, I sure wish my boys were here. Like
they catch up.
Yeah, like, I can't wait till they get here, and then like they fucking just appear out of nowhere, and I'm like, fucking Ignis, yeah. It's like just one after another. So it's like, I don't know, like, that's a pretty special relationship that although I can completely see each and every relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really hard to compare.
It's so hard to compare them all because there's such difference. They're all mechanics. They're all dependent. Like the game depends upon those relationships.
Yeah, and it's just like that game's built on like the subtleties of like the interactions between your friends.
Yeah,
it's all about those
absolutely.
little details.
Yeah, just the little things that happen, like even just driving in the car and like you put on a certain song.
Yep.
And then just like there are like stupid animations in the car being in the car. Like,
I mean, I always laugh at the fact that I can't fucking remember how to say his name.
Gladiolus.
Like he reads a book with the roof of the car down, and we're going we're doing like 60 in the car. So like I'm just trying to imagine like would I read a book like that? Like I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but those little subtleties that give them all their own personalities. Prompto's always overly enthusiastic about everything. Like you can see it. You know he's that person in the group who's like bouncing off the walls, and you're like, bruh, chill, like,
settle the fuck down.
But
He'd be the one like when everyone's trying to like go to sleep at night. He's like, guys, remember when we? And you're like, yeah, dude, we remember. We were there. We're trying to go to sleep.
Ago.
Yeah,
fuck off.
They're more like a family.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know.
I think they're
This
good.
is rough.
I haven't heard shit about Sam from Uncharted 4.
I was gonna say once again, all the eyes look at me when it comes to Uncharted.
Well, I mean, Joe played it too.
I played it and I liked it, but I'm still like you made a really good case for Oxenfree. You made a great one for Trico.
If I had to choose between Jonas and Sam, I'm picking Jonas.
I'm cutting Sam.
Cutting Sam.
He was great. I liked him as a character. I liked having that relationship with Drake.
Sam the brother.
And his brother Sam, but like going back to the old lady's house.
That
was a really, really incredible little moment. But I think when stacked up against these other three, it's tough.
And you have to remember, is he your best friend when he lied to you for the first half of the game?
That's a very good point. Yeah, but then again, like
he comes back around, yes.
Game, I will say that game, like, shit. Now I don't want to cut it, but like being a brother and being in brotherly situations and like having ups and downs in my own brotherly relationship, it made me feel things again about being a brother that I haven't thought about in some years.
Those are good points. I just not having a brother.
Yeah,
I can't relate to that. But
my brother and I, like growing up, like we had a pretty solid relationship. Then we had like you know what I mean? Like you have like these little bits where you're kind of just like.
I have 2 older brothers. I don't give a shit.
I mean, is Sam consistently like? Is he with you all through the whole game?
He's not.
Okay.
Yeah. He's in and out. And I would say, as far as like my favorite companion, it was when Elena finally showed back up to the island, and then you start really uncovering what happened to Avery and this island and everything like that. That was my favorite, like having an AI with me in the game.
Yeah.
Was having Elena. Was having Elena back.
Yeah.
But she wasn't in the game enough, in my opinion, to warrant her nothing like a way like Jonas did for me with Oxenfree.
So what do we think? We're down to 3. So we got our final 3, but which is which?
I think it's important that Final Fantasy was in the top 3. I don't like your Oxenfree story really gripped me pretty strongly. Like, I mean, Trico did too. I could feel it. I definitely could feel that connection, but I can tell. It's hard with Oxenfree because you could almost say that it's the companions in general, depending on how your story goes.
Yeah.
But your experience was so like awesome for you that it's like endearing to me.
But then I also feel like The Last Guardian was built to win this category.
To do that, right?
They picked like the thing with.
It's weird.
The thing that The Last Guardian did was, there's like no choices when it comes to your companion. Like you and Trico. Like me, I spent all game with Jonas, but like I could have been with Jonas for the first third, and then I could have ran with Ren the rest of the way. I don't think you could run with Nona too much, but I from what my decision making was, there was one obvious part where I could have traveled with her instead of Jonas. Yeah. But I think because The Last Guardian was defined. I think we should probably go with that one.
See,
because I can't speak to how my relationship would have been if I chose Red or Nona or whatever like that.
I'm actually stuck between Final Fantasy and Last Guardian because Final Fantasy, it's built from the ground up. with you and your friends. You start off with them, you're gonna end with them, like that flashback or whatever. I didn't beat the game yet, but like that's how I feel. It's gonna end with all of them. Like I don't think any of them's gonna betray you. They're not gonna pull a Kane or whatever.
Yeah.
Last Guardian, it's weird because like you didn't start off as friends. You know, this was somebody you didn't even know that captured you. Didn't even give a shit about you because it was under its own, like it was under a spell or whatever, but yet you were able to look past that and forgive them
And grow. Yeah.
like,
which is super powerful too.
right? So like it's very polarizing because one start you're just we're all friends. The other one was like, dude, I was just gonna like I was gonna eat you.
It's gonna swallow you, bro.
I was gonna eat you, and then you took spears out of me. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, as much as I never played Final Fantasy, I never played Last Guardian either, and as much as I love to hate on Final Fantasy, like I probably could agree with the boy band. Because I mean, I think of storytelling from Square Enix, and I remember Final Fantasy X, like Titus and Waka were boys.
Yeah.
Like Waka was my man. So, like if that kind of same kind of writing to like the next level showed up in 15, I would, if I was invested in this game, I would probably be in the same realm as you guys too.
15?
Because like I can, it's weird because it's like you have your best friends going on like a road trip or an adventure. I'm talking about like real life right now. Like, Because I think of my friends when I play 15. It's like if we were in like an adventure setting, this is what we would do. This is how we would act. You know what I mean? We got each other's backs.
I would make fun of you for falling while you're swinging a sword at a
Right.
soldier. Like, fuck yeah. Like, I would do all that.
I'm
shit.
go.
Right.
I say 15.
And then but then having a dog that you grew up with.
Oh,
you.
fuck. You got
Son of a
just so
bitch.
hard with that.
I was like, yeah, I got it. And then,
like
damn
Joe,
it.
like Joe, you
shit.
have us right here, right now, and you have Oswald.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
They're different. You can't it's different. But overall, I don't know.
What grips me toward Final Fantasy is seeing all those little intricacies, but also the cut in the beginning to seeing them all old together.
Yeah.
Like that makes me think of my best friends and I surviving to old age.
Yeah.
And I mean
That's
15
endurance.
is definitely a more friendlier tone.
Yeah.
I mean,
that warmth.
Last Guardians it's still heartwarming in the way just because of no matter how far apart they are, they're still close.
Yeah.
And they never got to have all those moments together.
Yeah.
But 15 is filled and riddled with that.
15.
So
15.
Yeah.
15?
It's tough, yeah.
I got Oxenfree to where I wanted it to go. They didn't need a win.
I was actually on board with making it Oxenfree if it wasn't just for that somebody else could just have a completely different experience. And I don't know.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not like.
The only thing about with Oxenfree that I see that doesn't seem fair for you as a main character is that you have to go out of your way for them. They don't do it as much for you. Or is that wrong?
No, wait. Are they to go rescue them?
Well, I mean, like, example, like you said that you were sticking up for Jonas. Was there moments where Jonas stuck up for you? Or needed to? Or stuck his neck out for you in any way?
Well, yeah, but it's one of those things like
Or is it
the
just, like,
thing. The
everybody
thing with
relies on
Jonas
you?
was you're friends. Like you're in high school with these other four, so you know them. Like Ren's like your best friend. Nona is actually like the one you kind of sort of know, but you don't know. They never really talk to her.
Yeah.
And then she's friends with I think Cassandra is the one. She ends up kind of becoming the main antagonist because she becomes possessed, so that's why you don't see her a lot. But yeah, I think her and Nona are like best friends. So like you come to this island together, and like the four of you like kind of just start striking up a conversation, like you're at lunch at school or whatever. And then like kind of Jonas is kind of like he's there, but he can't really contribute to the conversation. So like that's kind of why I was like sticking up for him. But like
I just didn't know if there was like a mutual connection between you two, especially like
it grows. It grows.
All right.
Okay.
It grows.
Because like Final Fantasy, everybody has each other's backs. When you need to do like these combo attacks, whatever. Trico and the boy have like they have a mutual type of relationship where you help each other out type thing. I was just seeing it.
Like there's a moment when Jonas and
like
Ren
that.
are fighting about an idea about how to get off the island, and like you stick your nose out like whose side do you pick on, or you try to weasel the line there, and then that decision ultimately like kind of figures out like who's going to be with you for like the next portion of the game.
Gotcha.
And Jonas was like thank you after the fact, and like thank you for having my back there, and then Ren kind of gives you the cold shoulder after that, but then Jonas will then kind of like step in and like defend you a little bit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm going to bold Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That shit.
All right. Prompto, Ignis, Gladiolus.
Them
Best
boys.
Friends
Boys,
2016
yo.
We them boys.
with runners up.
Boy band of the year.
Yeah.
Runners up Trico and Jonas, Ren, Nona, depending on how you play.
Yeah, because it's like just it's just final thing.
Yeah.
As someone like who had pets or whatever, it's like I mean they're great memories, but like I just feel like Friends with a Human will be just more.
You can't go there. Because
Yeah.
no.
It's already in bold.
Prompto ignis
Hold on.
Tempranio.
It depends.
Joe's
It
already
depends on the
crying.
person. It depends on the pet.
Joe's
All right?
already crying right now. Stop.
It's each their own flavor.
Let's move on to favorite free cheese moment.
All right.
Favorite free cheese moment. This is just like dumb shit that we did throughout the year. This is just, we're on hump day. Let's take a break and just laugh at some of the stupid shit. Like the following nominees. Marc game, trademark. Tyler, killing Castlevania. Making our own NES classic. The Nintendo Switch reveal day. And We Fit You.
Mark killing the.
Tyler killing the.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Tyler killing Castlevania was
That wins, I
good.
think.
Yeah, that was my vote from the start.
Yeah, me too. That was probably my
Mark
favorite thing.
game
That's,
TM.
that one's pretty good too.
Classic. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's
I mean,
It's
like
a
I mean,
podcast ritual now.
Yeah.
It's still like an ongoing thing. So
But
it's
it's
like I can't
yeah.
be like, oh, remember when you did that?
But like the idea, like the fact that came up, like that happened this year, and like that was a
Not
thing,
only
but-
that did it happen, but it was live.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
like I know he feels bad, and I know like it could
I
sound
know.
like that we're just trying to make him feel better about what he did, and no, it was just
it was
genuinely
so good.
funny.
Yeah,
Like, of course,
because his reaction was like, "Oh,
just like I was watching his hands, and I was like, I think he might. There's a chance he might do it, but I don't think I have to say anything.
especially because in my head I was just like, I should tell
I had
him
like
about
a-
the kill switch. No, I don't tell
yeah,
him.
it was like a Schrodinger's cat moment where it was like,
Yeah.
if I say something, it might do it, but if I don't say anything, it might do it.
Yeah.
I trust him.
Yeah. I think that one wins. Right?
I'm fine
Yeah,
with it.
no, I did these
That was
ones
an
make
easy
me laugh.
one,
Yeah,
right?
that's good.
Yeah.
You
What
and
should
your
we cut
fucking
though?
We Fit.
Hey,
Hey,
We Fit was
Your
a
We fucking Fit.
was a good idea.
You could probably get rid of Switch reveal day. I don't know. Just me personally, I feel like an editor for
there
a
was
real
a-
website for one
There
day.
was there's a big build up to the Switch reveal day. Like every
Yeah.
week, Joe was like, "There's gonna be news. There's gonna be news." I'm like, "No, there isn't.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
Oh my god!
Shaved beef."
I totally forgot to do something.
What?
I owe you $5.
For
I never
what?
remember prior to that week. You were like, "Oh, Nintendo Switch news is gonna come out." I was
Forward.
like, "There's no fucking way." We haven't heard anything. It was another week, so I bet him $5, and I realized I never gave it to him.
You can just pay
I
him
don't need
tacos.
$5.
He'll-
You're fine.
I could just do it in tacos.
You bought me coffee last week. So Mark game, Tyler killing Castlevania wins, obviously. What's our other runner-up? Making our own NES classic or Nintendo Switch reveal?
That was his Switch reveal.
All right,
That was just a long.
I'm
time
fine with that.
coming.
Because the NES classic was fun, but we also had like a weird live stream thing,
Yeah,
and
just-
a dog showed up.
It was a
and-
whole thing.
Yeah, but it was rad. So there's that. That was a quick and easy one. Let's move on to our final category of the day.
Game of the year.
Kinda.
Last year,
This is 2016's 2015 Game of the Year.
Just stop.
And
Just
this
stop.
Fuck it,
is-
eh?
This is the game from last year that we continued to play and love in 2015.
Yeah.
Deeper and stronger and longer
Yeah.
than ever.
Baby.
Our nominees are Rocket League,
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, Rainbow Six Siege, Super Mario Maker, Splatoon, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Did we play Rainbow Six Siege a lot this year?
We did.
Matt did.
I did a whole hell of a lot.
Did you
Right.
play it more than Rocket League?
There's a chance.
Okay.
There really is a chance because you have to remember Siege came out in December.
Do you like it more than Rocket League?
It's close, man, because I just got back into it. But no,
Rocket
Rocket
League?
League. Rocket League's my game. I love that game.
I'm deleting Rainbow Six.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Delete. Yeah.
delete
Love it
Witcher.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know it was a game we were playing last year into this year. I only played it this year.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, it could be that too.
It was a game from last
It's
year
both.
that I
It's
played.
both. Something
Okay.
from last year that we continued to play this year.
I didn't play enough of it yet, but I'm loving what I played so far.
You mean to leave it on the list for right now?
No.
All right.
It's just not enough to
Dash, Witcher.
give it a fair opinion.
I was over it.
All right.
Earlier.
Too much.
That game was great, but
too much on that screen at one time, man.
Literally had infinite shit to do, and I felt like as much as I love open world games and played it for a while, I was like, all right, I'm good. Like Super Project Red, fucking excellent, man. Maybe Cyberpunk 20.
Yes.
I'll be fucking down.
Yes.
But man, that was a lot of Witcher.
Super Mario Maker, as much as I love that game, I feel like I kind of got my fix when I had it, and now I'm kind of... Like, I've gone back to it a few times, and I've liked it, but I have not made a level since we made them.
I'd rather play Mario Run.
Whoa.
Well...
I can't...
I'm
You know what? I was
saying
about
that-
to make
yeah.
that face, but I still haven't made it through the
I'm not
tutorial
saying-
Mario
I mean-
Maker yet.
The opinions of Marc are not necessarily represented by all of the freecheese.com.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, at least I get to play actually well-built levels and not just random. Let's just stand here and do nothing. Or, hey, impossible shit.
You got to think of the bigger picture.
That is the bigger picture.
No, you're playing just the 100 Mario challenge.
That's all we play.
I know, but you don't have to play that. That's a choice that we make. Because we're trying to unlock all those dank costumes.
happening?
If you do the one thing, like you can totally legitimately play that game and enjoy it and have a good challenge to it. I think that's really rad. I have not done that, which is why I don't think this should stay on that list.
Yeah, it's just,
I
don't
could
know.
do that, and I want to do that, but
I don't feel like
On
making
the
my own Mario
tutorial.
game.
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna kill it. So that leaves Rocket League, Bloodborne, and Splatoon. Rocket League is good, but Bloodborne's better. And I played the fuck out of Bloodborne. I started a new character.
Just pick Bloodborne just so we can
No.
reconcile last year's.
We don't
I'm not.
Don't fight Bloodborne.
I'm going to try David vs. Goliath.
The nightmare
David
never
versus Goliath
ends.
here.
Okay.
What else new has come out of Bloodborne this year?
Nothing.
I mean, so
Rocket
you
League
don't
is
need
constantly
anything.
being updated with new arenas, new cars. Yes, some of the cars are DLC, but there are new car models.
Well,
There's
here's
new
the
ways
thing.
of customizing
you see,
your shit.
From Software made such a masterpiece the first time around that they don't have to add more bullshit and tricks to it to continue to make it a good game. It just
We
was
just
one
talked about
from
how
its launch.
Overwatch.
I don't know what
is
you're
a
talking
thing that
about.
Didn't they add
grows.
in
had
November,
one DLC.
one DLC
That was
pack.
amazing.
That's all you
I'm
need.
not talking shit. I'm just saying that they added.
Yeah, but they don't have to keep iterating on the same things, giving me a new skin to wear. Because I can
It's
just cut
not.
up skin.
They're
wearing
not
the skin I already have.
fixing
Oh,
the
like Mario
game.
Maker.
That's what
All right.
Mario Maker's off the list.
Fuck.
Also, you know what? I wasn't gonna play this card, but here it goes.
Here we go.
Here comes the Bloodborne.
If we really talk about 2016 as a whole, something called January happened, the very first month of the year,
That is
which was
true.
just a month after we voted for Game of the Year last year,
Oh yeah.
which was
Okay.
Oh yeah.
when I received many a text message from people who didn't get Bloodborne until Christmas, and then beat it after we had voted for Game of the Year, and they said, "Hey, I fucked up. Fallout 4 sucks a bag of shit.
Yeah.
Bloodborne should have been my Game of the Year."
That's right.
So,
Technicalities.
yeah.
That's how you win on technical. Honestly.
But is it fresh?
Yeah, it stays fresh.
Fucking.
I think, and like Bloodborne is one of those games that's truly transformative if you allow it to be. Rocket League is super dope, and I will play Rocket League forever and ever. I could probably play Rocket League more than I could play Bloodborne, but I think that Bloodborne just fucking rules.
I'll say that Rocket League definitely has better longevity.
Yeah.
I like that game a lot. I like watching the game. I like playing the game
There's been
generally.
there's been more space updates in the game than
You're right.
No Man's Sky.
I mean,
That's a real thing.
That's a given. But I care about the game less generally than I fucking do Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And I actually tried to play it again this year before I realized that I bought it on a disc, and because I moved to a new house, I don't know where the disc is. So fuck my life.
I like the Bloodborne card game.
I had that pre-ordered and then didn't.
You doof.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
They made like a physical ass card game.
All right, well I'm getting it. I'll see.
Yeah.
I have played Rocket League probably at least once a week. It's usually more than that.
Alright.
Usually more than that per week for at least 1 hour every time.
Rock ready to stand.
All throughout the year.
Can you color the stages with your ink?
Oh, he's on here.
Maybe not yours, but maybe the blood of others. You can color
right.
all of the streets
There's
of Yarnum.
blood everywhere
Yeah.
in Yarnum. Like, and black shit.
And Bloodborne's the game that just continues to give.
Yeah,
you know?
I really don't care. Just
Gives you pain.
like I have nothing to do with this at this point. I know
You all can pick Bloodborne. I just wanted to give Rocket League its day.
that's fine.
Before we were like, oh, Bloodborne. Oh, let's move on.
No, I mean, it's fine.
Oh, we're done for today.
Rocket League's on the list, but
Joe just wanted to redeem last year.
That's not it.
That is so it.
No.
You even played the card.
No, well, I mean, I had to. I'll play the cards I have to if necessary.
Right.
But this category is one that
I
is
know.
long-standing with the Free Cheese and its affiliates.
It's more like a two birds.
Yeah.
I will probably be playing Bloodborne for the first time.
Yeah, it'll
on
be
Chri-
2017's 2015 Game of the Year.
Looking forward to
thing
New Year.
is,
You think I'm not gonna
I
make
played
a fucking
Demon
category
Souls and
next
did
year.
not like it.
I played Demon Souls and thought it was Played Dark Souls and didn't give a shit. Played Bloodborne and lost my goddamn mind.
See, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it will change the fact that I like Fallout 4 better than when I play this game.
It
All right.
better.
I love Fallout 4 with mods.
Come at it.
Well, it
Is
turned into
Bloodborne the winner?
Yeah, I turned it into Bloodborne. What's Bloodborne 4 at this point, right?
Bloodborne.
Blood fornication.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bold Bloodborne.
We fucking did it.
2016, 2015
Fucking
Game
did
of the
it,
Year.
Joe.
Congratulations,
Won.
guys.
We won. That's it. No more podcasts.
All right. Done.
That's going to do it for day 3 of our Free Cheese Game of the Year 2016 awards. We'll run through the nominees real quick before we wrap up. I'll Buy It Again, a.k.a. Best Remaster, Reissue, Remake Thing. Goes to Gravity Rush Remastered on the PlayStation 4. Followed by, runners-up, Sega 3D Classics Collection, the M2 remasters. And then the Nintendo Classic Edition, because everybody's got to have one. Our best friend, sort of your best companion, best ally, best thing in a game that is not you, that is there, goes to your best friends.
The
in
boy
Final
band.
Fantasy 15. The
Them
boy band.
boys.
Prompto, Ignis,
Them
and
boys.
Gladiolus.
From
Yeah.
Boy Band Simulator 15.
Right.
With runners-up, Trico from The Last Guardian, Jonas, Ren, and Nona from Oxenfree. Our favorite Free Cheese moment is obviously Tyler killing Castlevania when he accidentally hit the kill switch on our live stream.
Thanks, Tyler.
After, and I think more importantly, what we didn't mention before is that this is after Mark and I had spent a good 4 hours through Castlevania.
Very end.
Just got through death. We were on the final stage, and then Tyler, what is this? Oh,
Here's our menu.
yep.
Sweet baby.
Runners up, Mark Game trademark, and our Nintendo Switch. Sort of just general coverage, but leading up to the reveal day. And last but not least, 2016's 2015 Game of the Year goes to Bloodborne, with runners-up Rocket League and Splatoon.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with Splatoon being on there. So.
Yeah.
Rightful place.
We got 2 more days left, kids. We'll come back tomorrow with best single player, best story, a couple others.
Best single player.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys at 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 6 a.m. on the day 3 and 4.
And then Friday, obviously we have Game of the Year to talk about, and some others there. So stay tuned for more from thefreecheese.com. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Dash.
Yeah.
Thanks, listener. We'll see you tomorrow with more Game of the Year coverage 2016.
Do, 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 do.